So some things that we're seeing in the media as we're like, this is news. This is hot off the presses. This is not old stuff. This is stuff that we have found with information, articles that we found in 2024. And we are seeing more and more and more content, information, discussions around the importance of impact data, as well as the expectation that nonprofits have impact data. The first article that you may want to check out, and we wrote a blog about it last week, is Nonprofit Pro wrote an article related to it's time to rethink strategic planning and introduce the impact roadmap when talking about nonprofits. And it's this notion, or it's not an old notion, but it definitely is more in the discussion, more in the public zeitgeist than it ever has before, related to nonprofits being able to communicate their impact and demonstrate their impact to their funders. And because this is such a movement that's going on right now in our history, it's very important that nonprofits rethink how they're talking about the work that they're doing. So instead of creating the strategic plan that's talking about, oh, we need marketing and we need infrastructure, all those things are important. We need all of those things, but it's putting our measurable impact as the ultimate goal, ultimate outcome, and then creating the roadmap of what do we need in terms of capacity building? What do we need in terms of funding? What do we need in terms of programmatic outcomes and efforts in order to achieve these goals? So here's an example of where the community is talking about the importance of reframing our nonprofits, where our impact roadmap is at the center of everything that we do. Additionally, in Forbes, there was an article about the nonprofit trends that will dominate 2024. We also wrote a blog about this one. So if you're looking for information, check out sureimpact.com and our blog section. You'll find all the different blogs that we talk about here on our website. And here we're talking about impact communication is one of the trends that will be dominating 2024. And that is that if you rely on contributions from donors and members, you will need to talk about your impact. This is what motivates them to give. This is what they want to see. And being able to communicate this, not just at one time, but year round, and telling those compelling stories is what you will need to do for funders to pay attention to you, to funders to trust you, for funders to give you more and more. We were so excited. I did not ask her to do this, but one of our Sure Impact customers at Center of Hope, just today, they published their newsletter, their monthly newsletter that went out to all their donors and followers. And within that had their Sure Impact data related to how they're moving the needle in children's educational outcomes, as well as improve their grade level. And they're a school-based program, so they provide after-school programming. But halfway through the year, they were publishing to their audience just in this school year what gains they've seen their students make, which really made me excited. But you can imagine how more compelling that ask is in a mid-year campaign to have that outcomes and impact data and share that story halfway through the year instead of waiting till the end of the school year, right? This is an extra push of, this is why our work matters. This is why we need you to come alongside with us. They also were able to communicate that data because Sure Impact automatically calculates difference by race, gender, ethnicity, and talking about how students that English is a second language is also seeing these gains. And so how they're diversifying their populations and creating an impact for even more. So that's really exciting. But to see the Sure Impact users use this information and have access to real-time data to start publishing it's the trend. It's what funders and donors are looking for. And then lastly, a bit of a self-promotion, but even USA Today covered the Sure Impact story and essentially how Sure Impact is helping nonprofits enhance their social impact by using data. And so even national media outlets are starting to tell this story, going beyond just the philanthropy market, but really talking to the general public about asking for nonprofits that you donate to tell their impact story so that your philanthropic dollars, if you're an individual donor, can go even further because of your great work.